Namaskar. Welcome to Dialogue with Divakars. This is Dr. Hema Divakar, obstetrician and gynecologist from the Divakar Specialty Hospital at JP Nagar, Bengaluru. Let's talk about sex before marriage. Well, this is what is haunting the mothers in today's era because many of them, it comes as a culture shock because though you could close your eyes and remain oblivious of what is happening around you, the national data and the state-wide data also says that there are many, the generation next boys and girls, about as many as 68 to 70% who are into premarital sex or the teenage sex. Why is this happening? Should you feel guilty about it? And the questions that are often asked by the teenage offsprings are often pushed under the carpet, even with the modern mothers, because they say that they could sort it out themselves either by seeing the internet or reading about it or watching the CD or the porn or whatever. But if you have to get the right kind of information, either you have to go to a counsellor or you have to go to a doctor. And both these are really not accessible to the youth of the country. That's because the Yuva clinic or the youth clinic or the adolescent friendly clinic are not yet established in a formal way in this country. But then it is a reality that these issues need to be addressed sooner or later. For one thing, it is the curiosity, it is the tendency for experimentation, it is something that most teenagers would want to get into even because of peer pressure, just like the addiction to alcohol or smoking, for example. So is there something wrong with it? Would you want to preach abstinence? Well, we would say that abstain, but if you have sex, have safe sex. Just like one would say, don't drink. If you drink, don't drive. So these are some simple messages that you ought to carry. By safe sex, we mean that using a barrier method like a condom to prevent the transmission of sexually transmitted diseases and HIV and AIDS, and also to beware and use some contraceptive methodology so that you do not fall trap to unwanted pregnancy. So the next time you even think about it or want to talk about it, there are many gynecologists in the country who have now been specially coached to encourage the younger generation to ask more, to know more, to have a responsible sexual behavior.